And I would have added, like, I think there's something about unapologetically being yourself.
Yes.
You know, because a lot of times, especially in this Pilates world where we're learning from others, we want to say that we're a second generation teacher, a third generation teacher. We followed this person. I taught from this person, all these different things. We're imitating them more than we are being truly ourselves and what we bring. Right. And
And bringing awareness to, training athletes. Because again, we're talking about athletes want the real thing. They want a real teacher. They don't want a teacher that know nothing about that sport and tell them what to do.
you know, that's so key. I worked with the Raptors 905 a few times in the past, which is like the farm team for the Raptors team, the G League. And one of my friends was encouraging me on that because, you know, a lot of times as a Pilates instructor, you have like a dancer is going to come in and stand in front of these NBA guys and be like, okay, this is why you need to do Pilates. And they're like, well, you don't play my sport. You don't understand how that translates. So there's a level of credibility that comes when an athlete that knows that sport
Yes.
generally is speaking their language to them in their language and translating it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. My comments yesterday about and that's that post that I sent you about the hundreds, me looking at like my movement prep for in the same way you prepare for a sport with movement prep, like the hundreds is your movement prep for some of the more complex exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that that's accurate?
Yes. 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 It's a warm-up exercise.
Yes.
So that is correct. That is good. I like that.
Cool. Nice.
It's just like it's mind-boggling how when you start to realize that, it's like, oh my God, why did I not connected with that when I was racing?
Can you imagine like if we had this level of knowledge when we were like even playing sports in our teens, like I mean,
yes,
like varsity level, like I would go to
yes,
Cairo when I was broken. I never did anything prehab. Everything was rehab.
yes, yes. I like that. I like that. See, this is like the prehab or the rehab, because otherwise, the rehab it's same as going to physios. It never ends. You don't
No.
you don't. And part of that too is you create dependency. Athletes, we want to create that. We want to create independency in them, not dependency. They don't like that.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, that's the paradox, right? Like from the personal training world as well, where you have a client and you want to give them enough that they're independent, but at the same time, you hope that they keep coming back.
yes,
But you don't want to be ignorant in the way that you train them in the way that they're dependent on you, because really they're not benefiting from
yes,
the workouts.
yes.
So the more you give them to be independent, the more they stay with you because they realize that they are gaining knowledge at the same time they're gaining their fitness.
Yes. Yes.
And obviously it's the same in the Pilates world, but a lot of times, sometimes we're not as quick to pick that up because we're thinking, well, we have to keep them coming into the studio. We have to keep them signing up online or whatever it is. It's like, no, the more we empower them, the more you look like an educated coach who is empowering them, and they stay because they keep wanting more and more knowledge from
yes you. Yes, is that not afraid of losing some of them as well, but really standing to who you are. And again, we said that they will come for you at the end of the day. Like I was saying yesterday, is you could be standing on your head. Yeah. They will come for you, creating the mat workout for them, not only to fight malnutrition, but it's hope. It's hope. This has such a deeper meaning than, today we're going to join the class because it's a free workout and we're going to move. That to me is like so far away from Pilates now. Like it really, really, really create too much chaos, and we are losing the essence, the integrity of this work. Because people will know that. I mean, as you as well, and I feel energy it's unbelievable. It's like, oh my God, like, why do I want to put myself in that?
Right.
Because that's not who I am.
That was one of my takeaways from our conversation yesterday, is that how introspective Pilates is. Like, it forces you to look inside yourself and to dig deeper and to find that movement and like kind of listen to your body as you're moving. Like, I love the analogy you said about, like, you know, I've heard it before with runners where you're running away from something, whereas with Pilates, you're supposed to be almost running into yourself, looking into yourself in this work.
Yeah, because that's
And
what
I
I was
love that.
saying.
Like that
Yeah,
brought such an intentionality to my workout yesterday. It's just thinking about it from that perspective.
yeah, because I mean, when I got into triathlon, I mean, I won races very early on. I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, I know I was born an athlete. I mean, I love anything. I did everything athletic, but Ironman really kind of, or triathlon at first, because I actually ran faster after swim and bike than just running.
Ah,
And
yeah,
so I
yeah.
started doing triathlon, and then I started winning. And then next thing you know, people approached me, and you should be professional. So I represented Canada for years. And the thing is, as I continue, I realized the longer distance was better for me. I'm a slow twitch fibers compared to
Yes.
fast twitch fibers. And as I was competing in Ironman, I started running away from my issues, running away from my relationship, running away from my fears, running away from everything. Oh my God, I'm going to get out of the house and just train. In my mind, everything went into that.
Yes.
So it's that running away. And Pilates, brings you back there. Yeah, with this happening today, we're losing that integrity of really facing what do we need to face? What fears do we need to face? What issues? Why, on and on and on.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And what's happening is the chaos with creating, the classes online and this and joining in and joining that because you want to connect with your colleague, you want to join, you want to connect with your friend. You're losing that.
Yes.
Okay, you connect with your friends, nice. But what about the work? What about the essence of what Pilates is?
That's one of the things I was going to start to challenge people with this week is, all of us have these online classes and after a while we get sore from just teaching these classes, but how many of us are really still getting our own workouts in?
Correct.
Like, phone down, just lock in, get your workout in. If you didn't, they say if it wasn't posted on Instagram, it didn't happen. No, you can actually do it, and it actually happened, and no one needs to see. Right?
Yes, because there's a need of showing, showing you did the whole match, showing you did this. No, because there's nothing to prove. Really, after Friday with Gloria, I'm doing a live on a chair. I'm gonna stop because my practice again is so sacred. It's so and it's funny because when I started teaching teachers, I used to allow them to observe my practice.
Okay.
Because during teacher training, I had an hour lunch, it was my practice, and I used to allow, and I've stopped that because it's about you, and through the depth of what is going on in your body, having eyes on me doesn't sit well with me anymore.
It's true. Don't you feel like your work isn't even authentic to yourself when there's another set of eyes on you? Like, even if you're trying to not adjust it or accommodate people around you, you do subconsciously.
Yes. And it takes you away from what you are doing and what you need.
Yes.
Because again, as teachers, we work with a lot of people. And again, we need to protect that energy as well within ourselves. So if you start doing that and exposing yourself on Facebook and Instagram every day, I mean, you're going to need a holiday after the coronavirus. And the thing is, you're going to be.
And you said something in there that I've seen with other instructors as well. Like you said, there's a sacredness to the work. And the word I used before is having a reverence for the work.
Yes.
Where you look at it and it's just like you're taking everything, you're enjoying it, it's light, you're having fun, you're breathing well, and you're opening your lungs, and there's a lightness to it, but there's also a sense of, like you said, it being sacred, and that you're guarding that time and you're making the most of that opportunity to better yourself or to look into yourself. Like it's a privilege, it's an opportunity, and to take it from that perspective of being something that is sacred or there's a reverence to it it's something that has challenged me of late in looking at how I do my workouts, whether it's Pilates or otherwise.
And through that, you can connect to your people. You can connect to everybody much more. And it's interesting because the more you connect, the more people will either stay with you or they will run away from you.
Right. Yeah. These conversations are really around what I call the soft skills of selling, or the soft skills of the fitness business, or the soft skills of being a fitness professional, generally speaking. Because everyone says, like, you know, do all these different hard skills in terms of techniques to get people. But what we're talking about here is just being authentic, being yourself, taking care of yourself, and bringing the best version of yourself to the people that you're in front of.
Yes. And part of the depth that, you know, this method bring, and once you can really tap in it, it's about changing people, changing athletes, changing for change.
Now,
so
is it about
like
changing? This is the way I look at it too. Like, is it about changing them, or is it about creating an atmosphere or cultivating an environment where their change can happen?
Yes, it's cultivating an environment so they can change. So we're just a guide. And
it's liberating. Like, we're cultivators, right? Ultimately. And I think that it's liberating when we realize that I really can't change anybody.
Yes.
And,
yes.
Like, I can give you all the tools for you to make that change, and it's on you, and that's my responsibility. That's freeing, because now I'm more free to be myself in the way that I present the work to you.
Yes. I mean, otherwise it you know, it becomes you know, it's like finding your own voice. Then it becomes everybody. And that's the thing about when you think about, you know, all the elders, and we think about Romana and Jay, for example. I mean, look at them, right? Look at from Joe. I mean, Joe himself. I mean, Joe is a genius, was a genius, is a genius. There's nobody going to be like Joe ever again. There's only one of us.
Yes.
Right? So I'm not going to try and pretend to be Joe. I'm not going to try and pretend to be Jay or Romana. You're going to pretend, you're going to become who you are. You're going to create your own voice by bringing something to this world, you know, through your experiences. And if your experiences are not real and fake, ain't going to work.